So as many of you know, Operation Oracle is live right now, and with that update we got 2 brand new missions, which I'd like to point out that if you guys have not completed these missions, I will sort of be giving a little bit of a spoiler on the actual rewards and the kingslayer files that you get throughout this mission. So if you do not want to know about that information, I highly suggest that you guys click off the video now. But for those of you that have completed the mission already, you guys are fully aware of some of the hints that are given to us within the actual kingslayer files. And by hints, I'm talking about the business card that you get at the very end that talks about the SkelCon on May 9th. This right now is the very big question on everybody's mind. What exactly are we going to be seeing on this website that I'm showing you guys in the background right now? And of course, the other question is, what is Jon Bernthal's next step within the actual story of Ghost Recon Wildlands? Because obviously we know that he was not hired for just 2 simple missions. So now, aside from the SkelCon website, unfortunately we don't have any other information on this site. At least not as far as I'm aware of, and I did look just about everywhere on there, and I tried a bunch of different logins as well, and none of them did work. So pretty much whatever is going to happen on this website, we have absolutely no clue until the day of. But there is one kingslayer file that not a lot of people are talking about right now that I feel gives a lot of information. As you guys know, throughout this entire mission, they mention a name of Auroa. This is an island where Skel is going to be sending a bunch of people, a bunch of engineers and stuff like that are going to be working on the Skel technology. Aside from that, it is also kind of like a little bit of a getaway because it's an island that is just secluded specifically for the Skel technology employees. On the screen right now, I'm showing you guys a kingslayer file that you will find throughout the 2 missions that you take part in with Operation Oracle. And on this magazine, there is just a bunch of information. For starters, it shows a picture of Skel. Now, right next to his picture, you will find a quote from Skel himself, and it says, "The old world is now obsolete. Its foundational pillars, human servitude, we've replaced slaves with machines." Now, with keeping that quote in mind, let's go ahead and look at the bottom left here where it says Aurora before and after. Would you know the place? So this is already telling us that either Aurora is already within the world of Bolivia in Ghost Recon right now, or we could be looking at a future DLC. Assuming that is the case and we are going to be receiving a DLC for Ghost Recon Wildlands for Year 3, then that would explain why May 9th there's going to be the SkelCon. Now, the next interesting thing that I wanted to touch up on, which it seems like not a lot of people have noticed this, but if you guys remember a few weeks ago, I spoke about the fact that I was invited out to E3 this year, which is going to take place in June. I was invited on behalf of Ubisoft. And not only was I invited, but so were many other content creators for Ghost Recon. Psycho was invited, Diallo was invited, Real Time Commanders was invited, a bunch of really good content creators and Twitch streamers were invited. Now, as I said before, E3 takes part in June of this year. If we look at the top right hand side of the monthly issue for the magazine within the game, it is June 2019. Now, I may be making just a really far stretch here, but I personally think that maybe we're going to be getting some sort of huge announcement for E3, and this is more or less kind of a hint. It's probably going to be something around, obviously, the Auroa Island and whatever it is that Skel is planning on doing. Now, the reason why I was leaning a little more towards it being a DLC is because if we look at the front of the magazine on the very bottom of where it says Skel, the future is now, it says billionaire energizes remote South Pacific islands with dream power. So it kind of sounds like it's still going to be taking place within Bolivia. Now, obviously, the only issue that I'm having with this right now is that there isn't very many islands throughout Bolivia on the map right now. Obviously, we have the area in Pien de Agua Verde where there is a couple of islands on there that are kind of surrounded by water and stuff, but anywhere else on the map, there really isn't anywhere room for you to be able to create an island. That's kind of why I'm leaning towards it being a DLC more than it being a completely new Ghost Recon, but obviously, we could very well be expecting a completely new Ghost Recon. I personally thought that all of this information was extremely interesting, and I knew that a lot of you were going to want to hear about this, especially all of my Easter egg hunters out there. So let me know what you guys think of all this information in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all types of different content. On May 9th, we will definitely be covering whatever it is that's going to be happening on the website for SkelCon. I'll more than likely live stream the entire thing, but honestly, it's going to be extremely interesting to see where this goes from this point on. I love the way that they're doing this. It keeps every single one of us interested, and it keeps us all wondering what is next. So I'm really looking forward to reading all of your comments and seeing some of the theories that you guys come up with. Of course, like always, if I do get a little more information, or if any of you do give me some type of crazy theory in the comments, I will definitely make a video on that and share it with you guys. But anyways, like always, I will see you guys in the next video.